Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephanie Okafo from John Samuel Estates. I believe today's topic would be very helpful to one or two people out there because I've had several emails and phone calls in regards to this topic, that is buying versus rental. And I've had different people ask the question, that is it better to remain a renter or to move up and buy a property? And I believe in order to make that decision, you'll be better to have an understanding of being a homeowner or staying as a renter, and which means that it'll be better to understand the advantages or disadvantages, or should I call it pros and cons, of buying as opposed to rental. And I'm sure you would all agree with me, the most important way of acquiring an asset is by buying a home. You acquire assets by buying a property. And I'll start by highlighting the advantages of renting a property, which means you're not tied. The first point is you're not tied to a mortgage. I'm sure you all know that renting a property is between 5 to 30 years. So with rental, you're not tied for so many years. That's an advantage. And secondly, you're not responsible for any maintenance costs. The maintenance of the property lies with the landlord. It is the responsibility of the landlord to cover the cost for repairs. And also, you don't have to worry about if your property is depreciating, because that's one of the worries. If you have a property, you might be concerned that hope your property is not depreciating at the moment. And also, if you have a bad credit, you can still get a property to rent. So those are the few points that will help you understand the advantages of renting or renting a home. And I'll highlight few points in regards to disadvantages of renting. Number one, the landlord can ask for his property at any given time, as long as he is given the right notice and provided the right documentations. And so at any time, a landlord can ask you to leave his or her property. And secondly, you have no creative control, which means for you to decorate or for you to have pets in the property, you would need the permission, and whereby you have some landlords that would refuse your having pets in the property, or changing the house to a particular way, or redecorating the property to your own taste. That's another disadvantage. And also, you, for the same type of property, you pay more as a renter than owning a home. So you pay more as a renter. So these are few disadvantages that you need to know when you're renting a property. You have no equity. You have no equity as well, so that is also a point to remember. You do not have an acquired asset if you are renting a property. Now we're going to go forward to talking about the advantages of buying a home. Number one, you have instant equity built on the property, which means you already have an equity. Then also, if the property appreciates, that's another advantage for yourself, which means the better the appreciation, the better it is for you. And also, you do have creative control as opposed to rental, whereby you can decide how you want to decorate your property internally. You can decide to have pets if you so wish. And those are points for you to remember, and those are benefits for owning a property, or as opposed to renting one. And also, there are also few disadvantages I also like to speak about, which is you have got some cost involved, which is repairs. For instance, if your pipe get busted, you will be liable for repairs, as opposed to the rental that depends on the landlord for repair. But if you own a property, you would be liable for costs for maintenance and also insurances as well. You'd need to have a building insurance on the property, and you have to pay a premium for that. And also, if the property depreciates, that means there would be a negative effect on the equity of the property if the property depreciates. And also, you need to earn enough income in order to get a loan or to get a mortgage to buy a property. Yes, there's some other schemes out there that's been prepared to help those on low income, but you would need to earn substantial amount of money in order to buy your own property, and also you are tied for the number of years you have taken out the loan. For instance, if you have a loan for 10 years, then you are tied down to a mortgage for so many. And also there are also extra points to remember, like the cost involved. For instance, if you a rental, what you need would be a 1 month deposit, 1 month rent, your application fees that you would pay to an agent if you're going through an agent, and for buying, you would need to have a minimum of 5% deposit. You would need a solicitor's fees, searches fees. You will need to pay for stamp duties, which are land taxes you pay when you purchase a property in the United Kingdom. So those are costs that you need to be prepared for if you're going to buy a home or if you're going to rent a property. So I believe the advantages I've just highlighted in regards to buying a home, the process of buying a home or renting a property, would be able to help one or two people out there in order to understand or to make a decision if you'd like to remain a renter or you'd like to buy a home. Thank you very much. I hope this has been helpful, and I believe it has been. If you do have further questions, please do not hesitate to contact me on 020360146664 or info@johnsamuelestates.co.uk, or you can check our website on www.johnsamuelestates.co.uk. I do hope I've been able to help one or two out there, and please feel free to call me at any time. Thank you so much, and speak to you soon. Stephanie Okafo, John Samuel Estate, and have a good day. Thank you.